Why, good evening. Welcome to our house of knowledge. It is I, your host, the one, the only, Mechanicritic, also known as Marco de Santos. And with me is the ever wonderful, not 5'20" tall vampire lady from Resident Evil 8 and Naga East 1Trick himself.
BanditKeeks here. What were you going for with this new intro of yours?
I don't know, maybe refined, maybe a little bit like, here's a gallery of cool things that we have on offer for you. But regardless of how our intros go, remember that we're slick, we're quick, and we're always going to be One Trick, a show where we try to take your favorite tem or favorite strategy and try to make it competitively viable, at least until Sipanku comes and changes the entire metagame. We are going to be talking about, a Temtem that is suggested to us by the listeners on the Wiplump Lovers server, And we're broadcasting to a live audience of Blob. Hello, Blob. Hi, Blob.
You get a special shout out for this week's episode.
Yeah, that's hype. And I call it Pog. Regardless, before we get it all started, Keeks, do tell me, how are you? Have you been chilling out?
Yeah, I mean, as it always, it's a pretty chill week when you work from home, but it is very interesting on the internet this week.
Oh, see, massive stonks, obviously.
Massive game stonks.
Game stonks? Bernie stonks?
That's very interesting internet stuff, but that's not what we're here for today.
We're here for Temtem.
And Temtem.
We're here for Temtem stonks, and we're trying to find the latest and greatest in Temtem technology, which is to say, we want to find some Temtems that are underutilized, or maybe you just want to know a Temtem on your team that you want to use and have no idea how to use them. Well, now's your chance for us to help you out make that team. All right, we're gonna start taking suggestions from the chat, and we'll see what we get. While we're waiting, Keeks, how was our last episode? Who did we do last week?
We did Pranian.
Oh man, yeah, Piranha. That was great. Sometimes you need to make an anti-meta wall for the meta freaking Quetzal users. So it's pretty G. We call him Water Saku, right?
Yeah, Piranha has been our Water Saku. And it does fit quite well into your salad
All
style.
right, chat is asking, Gary or Taifu? Neither have been done. Is it time to bust out Gary or is it time to bust out Taifu? I kind of want to do Taifu.
Let's look at Taifu's set, actually. We do have two options so far, so let's look at both of them.
All right, Taifu in the chat. No Taifu, no Laifu, honestly.
Look at the massive stamina, and wow, that's ridiculously high special attack.
Okay, does it have good special attacking moves? The answer is Dust Vortex.
And Hypoxia in the egg move section.
Okay, so you're telling me that this is a nature type Tem that has massive special attack stat, but no stab?
Yeah, it has allergic spores, I think.
Okay, that's Toxic, Farewell, and Resilient.
Yeah, those are very underwhelming.
So obviously it's Toxic, Farewell.
Resilient as a trait is just... I think we've talked about this before. It's just kind of bad.
I kind of want to do Taifu, because you already made a team with Gary on it, and I just feel like we would just spout your team out, you know? So
I do think there are a lot of possibilities with Gary.
We're locking in Taifu.
Dude, what if we do Sophia's Gary? Because you know what? I did lose to Sophia.
You lost to Sophia's Gary?
I lost to Sophia's Gary. I was not expecting the 500 speed.
I am so...
500 speed on Gary truly shocked. It was faster than my move flank.
That's interesting. I'm so no, we're picking Taifu. I want to do Taifu.
I do think Taifu is a very underutilized Tem. Although I do think it's because it has an underwhelming trait and
Bad move
set.
set. But we can see. We can see. All right. I think we lock in Taifu. So
Right, it is Taifu week, everyone. We are now Taifu 1Tricks.
Taifu 1Tricks for just for this week at the very least. All right. We're picking Toxic Farewell, right? Like, there's no way Resilient is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Wait,
like,
maybe though. Let's check. There are some moves here that, maybe different. There's
majors.
Relax.
What if we just do an attacking Taifu? Can you actually see how high the special attack of Taifu is as compared to everyone else in the roster? 91 is pretty high.
91 is very high.
And that I think that was recently buffed in the Kisiwa patch where they
from
added
85.
Quetzaleno. Yeah, let's take a look at how it fares against everyone else stat wise.
Okay.
But
You'd have,
ridiculous stamina as well.
yeah, you'd have to go to the list of all Temtem. So let me just type Nature, Temtem. I've done enough Wikipedia speedruns.
Wikipedia speedruns.
So it's the 5th highest. It's just below Nagais.
Latimus is there. Interesting. Ortolini is also right below it.
Yeah.
But it is pretty high up on this list. So its special defense as well, I think, was as we saw, was very high.
Yeah, it's definitely not number 1 because that always goes to Adoro. But it's number 6.
Ooh, Volerend is... Wow, I never realized how tanky Volerend was.
Okay, and Stamina... Oh, it's number 4. So it's like, it has a decent set of stats. And okay, look, Resilience not going to be the case, right? We don't even have giant stamina consuming moves.
You do.
Okay, we
Hypoxia.
do have Hypoxia and Bark Shield and all of these expensive things. But your physical stat is garbage. So we're definitely not using Frond Whip. Okay.
What if?
But it's Toxic Farewell
if
though.
We use Taifu for cheer up.
Okay, wait. Well, we already did this with we already did this with Fish with Water Saku, right?
Did we use it for cheer up? No, we didn't.
Okay, we used someone for cheer up. Who learns cheer up? No, I'm pretty sure we put Water Saku with cheer up at some point.
Ah, was it for our it was for our Pocus, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah. See, what I want to look into here is the fact that, okay, actually, before we go further into any of this, let's just perform the Gaialis test.
Favorite test.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, Gaialis is getting an extra weakness.
Oh, finally.
Pray for Sibangyu.
Alright, Taifu. Alright, so what if we just blast him with...
A 500 special attack Dust Vortex?
Yep. And it's only 50%.
That's, yeah. Rough beans.
Hypoxia barely deals anything if you're not double effective into it. If we don't have 100, so we deal 7% less damage. Okay, so my prevailing theory holds that if it's not stab and it doesn't have high base power, it's pointless no matter how high your stat value is.
Relax. Age. What if we do a Pacifist Taifu?
Okay, that works. So if we do Pacifist Taifu, we have to address this defense stat, right?
Yeah, you're probably investing all of your points into HP and defense. Maybe a little bit of speed, depending on what we need.
Okay, let's just take a hit from Fire Koish. Koish, where are you?
Dude,
KOI.
Fire Crush is just going to insta-gib you if you don't have Strange Vest.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. That's why we're doing the math calculations, dog. So obviously 500.
HP.
Fire Koi is shooting us with Quets. It has Synergy Master. It has Fire Chip.
Pop the synergy.
And 500 attack. And pop the synergy.
If you pop the synergy, you're dead.
Okay, if we add 500 to our defense, where does that get us?
I don't think you're going.
Okay, gets us to not dead. What happens if we do umbrella? Ice cubes. 63%.
What if you do strange vest?
Strange vest. I should just really type it. I keep not just typing it. Okay, we have to swap the special defense and defense.
I mean, it was 122 and now it's 87, so without having to invest 500 basically.
Yeah, but where would we invest that 500 anyway?
I mean, look, if you look at Taifu's weaknesses, those things are mostly just going to be hitting you with physical. Right? Only special attacking toxic moves
I get that, but what are you gonna invest the other stat points into?
What if we make it the speediest?
Okay, what moves would we want to be fast with?
There is if you want to go for like a actual attacking Taifu, that is an option. Like you can still go for the Wait a second, it has relax. What if we do a relax wake up? Also has lullaby, but that's just a lot of sleep mechanics. You don't really need both.
I mean, you just take lullaby every time, right? It's just better than relax most of the time.
I mean, the extra hold sometimes matters.
I guess that's fair.
Though if you do relax, you are designing yourself to probably taking energy drain.
What if we put this on a Naga team? And we just, do some math shenanigans to make it so that you make the entire opposing team fall asleep.
And then you might as well be playing Gary.
You're not wrong.
Because that's what... Gary also has the same moveset with Wake Up and...
Okay, I think what we want to do is kind of like a wall, a pivot wall, right? Like, part of me is thinking that, these aren't optimal, right?
What if we just make it a special attacker? Like a very diverse special attacker?
Like Toxic Farewell. And then it just gets Strange Vest, so it doesn't get one shot by a stray Quetz, because that's just the metagame, dog, right? We do Dust Vortex. We do Hypoxia.
I don't see the metagame. Ooh, we can make it speedy then. If we have Dust Vortex to basically outspeed the base Ketzes. There's an option.
Anything else we want? Sack? So just bear with me. Just bear with me, right?
Allergic spread. Okay, Cage.
So what this Taifu does is all it does is it comes in and 1-for-1s something. At the very least. It supports with Cage, tries to take something down, and if it feels like it's gonna die, it sacks. And then if it dies because of an errant hit, you at least poison the thing for 3 turns and hopefully kill it using that.
Yeah, well, I feel like there's no reason for sack then. I think you just go ham here. I think you'd put allergic spread
Instead of Cage?
instead of a sack.
No, I think sack is good. I think it's better than the Cage.
I mean, I feel like you at least want your toxic spores to be thing that is probably going to. Well, to be fair, if a poison, if a toxic type hits you, it's not gonna do anything at all. But still, you have hypoxia, which makes it so that you are a decent threat to.
Okay, fine. Then
What
we
if
can.
you run hand fan?
No, no. We need to not die to a cats.
Okay, yeah, sure. Allergic spread for more coverage. So basically, you're running a lot of coverage. Jesus, your stamina is 82.
Yeah,
That
dude.
hits this that hits the stamina breakpoint of 81.
Bark shield. Okay, so chat is going bark shield, and I'm like, okay, yeah, but this is not what that Taifu's doing right now. This Taifu's not a support set at all. This Taifu is I
Yeah.
throw a bunch of moves until someone kills me.
Yeah, I think people actually tend to ignore Taifu the same way they ignore Saku,
Makes sense.
right? Like, I guess if I were to see a Taifu in competitive, my first instinct would be, what the heck is this? I don't think it's doing anything. I'm just gonna ignore it and hit the other slot.
Yeah, so it seems like we can't deal with opposing natures and opposing winds.
Well, yes, because your moveset. Although at least when you look at it, your two weaknesses, you do have coverage for them.
Oh yeah, I guess that's fine.
Okay, so we're doing 500 HP for sure, for sure. But do we invest more in special attack or do we get some speed?
Oh my god, 500 is the 500 is the relevant stat. Like there's no optimization left there for HP.
That's good. Yet having to go lower.
Okay, now here's the real question, right?
Why put it in defenses when you can put it in speed is my theory here.
Is also my question as well.
Like, look at how slow you are without any speed. You're at 83. That's slower than the 2Y evolutions. Slower than Raikan. Honestly, just a little bit faster than Calibus, I think.
Yeah, is it worth investing way more TVs into this? Just to...
Let's see. Can you check the entire list of Temtems again, just to see a speed tier list?
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to scroll all the way back up because that's what you've done.
I mean, you have other tabs open for Cheer Up, Relax,
No.
and Resilient, which
No.
we have already established
oh
we're
my
never
God.
gonna use.
Are we slower than freaking Osukai?
We are.
We're slower than
Wow,
Tortellini.
that's so low.
We're slower than Grumper, dog.
Oh no.
There's no reason
Oh
to
my
pump this
God.
stat. There's no reason to pump this stat then, right?
Okay, wait a second. Let's see. What are the relevant matchups?
So
that
we
you
just need to
have
go to
before Taifu?
66, right? Sorry, 67 to
66?
outspeed regular Koish. But Koishes all build max speed, so there's no point.
Yeah. So I think you want to be faster than Mix. Base Mix, I guess.
So we go for
Let's
66
try to go for base
speed.
Mix.
So we take it out of health,
so-
I assume.
Oh, you take it out of defenses. I take it out of health.
Well, we need special attack.
Oh yeah, you take it out of special attack. I was like, why do you have 100 invested in defenses?
Okay, what's a mix's speed at max level? It has speed 102, so we need 103.
What are the slow tems that you actually hit effectively with your wide ass coverage? 'Cause you have Dust Vortex, Hypoxia, and Allergic Spread. That's pretty wide coverage for a tem. Although, to be fair, without the stab, it doesn't really threaten as much as you would like it to. It is just very good coverage that may or may not scare people off.
Crystal. Other Earths.
Crystals, Earths.
It's actually not a
Electrics or
bad
Dust Vortex.
coverage spread.
It's really just unfortunate that it doesn't get stab on these. Maybe that's why they pumped up its special attack, because it doesn't have stab. Then imagine in the next update, Taifu hits level 68 and learns Plague. Game over.
Game over.
Taifu instantly becomes meta.
Is this it? Is this the set? Is this just the set?
This is a pretty good set. Oh, 103 is the speed that you got for mix.
Yeah, 102 is mix, so you get the 103, right?
Okay, so you're as fast as base Koish.
Actually, we could also try to outspeed some of these up here, but I think it's pointless.
No, dude, Mushuk is so fast.
Too fast. Alright, I think this is
What is the next? What is the toxic that is right above Taifu in terms of speed? I think you
Platypet,
want to be out.
Zephyruff, Base Mushi,
Okay, those aren't relevant. Those are not relevant.
Arcanox, Volarend. Okay, so no. Orville. Mashuk is the next one you get at 81. There's no way, dog.
Yeah, Mushuk is so fast.
Yeah, I think this is the closest you can get.
Fast.
So
I think so.
What does this Taifu do, right? Taifu come in, Taifu throw some shots, Taifu die, Taifu poison you. Hopefully that damages enough of your team, right? Taifu has good coverage.
Yeah.
The things that it is weak to, it has coverage against, except Fire Koish. But that's fine.
Except Fire Koish, yeah.
So ban Fire Koish, definitely.
But what do we add to support this Taifu? Actually, you know what? I think this is one of our first times where it's self-sufficient, where you can basically just build whatever team you want around it, and it should be good.
Well, okay. Well, we need to think of a strategy, right? If the point is that Taifu is the lead singer of the band, so to speak, we need things that support him, right? Or it, or her. So we need things that deal with things that you hate, Taifu. You need an aggressive team. This is what you need, right? You need a team that just wants to blast things, right?
So we've added Taifu into a Smorks team, basically.
Okay, I mean, so let's do the typical stuff, right?
Skunch Raikan. Skunch Raikan Size Munch. Wait, is this? What will this be weak to? It's going to be weak to a lot of mentals, so I suppose we need to get mental coverage. I think you can take the triple melee here. Very good.
Osukai, is that what you meant?
I meant size. What if it's a support size munch set?
Oh no, stop. We need the mental coverage. And you know,
You definitely need mental coverage. So.
well, no, Skunch doesn't need mental coverage, right? Skunch just dies. I'm kidding.
Yeah, but you know, you still want to scare off the mentals with something like a lash and then a cuts user.
Valash Grumper.
Polar End. And Grumper doesn't really scare off mentals because it's so slow.
Yeah, it is so slow.
I mean, I guess it scares off Nagais.
I guess Valash works, right?
Yeah, Valash is a pretty solid pick here. It's just that you're using a Valash without setup.
But I mean, you could just put setup onto the team. We have 3 more slots.
So there is an option here where you don't take Valash and take Zenareth instead.
Yeah, so that we don't need setup. It's just Zenareth.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. If we're in this realm of just shooting garbage, then we need Malflank, right? No,
Well,
that
if
just makes us
you're
weaker
at
to mental.
Yeah. What is
Not Raikan. I mean, okay, sorry. It's just default. We need to add Fire Quish.
You can add Tuvine.
Excuse me? Where's Fire Quish? Alright. Tuvine? Okay, that covers our mentals. We are not super weak to fire.
Yeah, that's a pretty significant fire weakness.
Which is fine, there's only like 2 relevant fire types. But yeah, I kinda don't like this Tuvine pick, dog.
Yeah, I think With a Xenareth in, I don't think you need to Vine anymore
Actually, what
yet.
I really like here would be a Valorant pick.
Uh, yeah, could you put it in the Volrand? Because I was like thinking more Toxic Plume
Yeah,
synergies, but you already have two, so
you already have
fine.
two. Okay. Oh, and it sounds like we just need a neutral temp for
What if
Koish.
you put a what? What if you put a water type here?
I was thinking
Oh
either
wait, you need a neutral type for
Platox.
Koish.
No, not really. Not really. You don't always need that synergy. I mean, it's great though. Like this is
Why
kind
are
of
we
why I
putting
want to
Fire
get
Koish in here again?
because we had Valash earlier and I put
Ah,
Koish in.
so okay, so you okay, yeah. So now you can put Valash in,
Right. So like
as you
this.
actually are running cats.
Right. And then what am I thinking? There's a thing. There's a fudge. Ukama or Platimus. I was thinking.
Ikama is an overall solid. Can you check your resistances?
I mean, Okama's not coming in to take
Big-
a hit, but yeah, this is really good. We're not particularly weak to anything, I guess, except mentals. But like we don't need to tank their attacks. We just need to kill the mentals, right?
Yeah.
So I think Ukama is like the good pick here.
What if you run Wiplump?
Rep the server.
I haven't seen a Wiplump in competitive teams in a while.
Yeah, but what does Wiplump do?
I mean, it has more coverage than Ukama. Like, it has less straight
No, we
up
don't
water
need we
attacks,
don't
but
need coverage. We just need to blast things.
I mean, it has Tornado, which is like the only problem you have with Ukama is that it doesn't have a turn one, aside from Cold Breeze.
You mean Wiplump, right?
Tenderness? Okay, so you're definitely running Tsunami, Sharp Rain, and Tornado. It's a
Uh, we
question of what else you're
we don't
running.
even get enough for synergy Tsunami though.
You have one bird,
Yeah, one
and
bird.
honestly, you're mostly just using Tsunami as another water attack, not as a not to try to freeze things.
Tornado.
Sharp Rain.
Sharp Rain.
Now this is, I think you can take Tenderness, you can take Cold Breeze, you can take
I like Tenderness.
this.
Okay. I
I
mean, we
think
don't
I'm
need
just
to
saying
fill out
fan
the
fan.
sets on the other guys, right? Hey, chat.
And you might as, I think you have to fill out at least the traits and maybe the moves,
Oh
the
wow,
important moves.
we have to fill out the traits and the moves, really?
Yeah, you know, this is this usual.
All right. There's
Gash, Crystal Bite.
I hope.
Doesn't take much to actually fill them up because we already know what's going in them.
All right. I mean, this probably is War Drum, right?
I mean, you have a lot of competing Wardrum users.
Only two.
So Scunch gets the Resi badge then, I assume.
Brawny. Where's Resi badge? Okay, Suplex.
Suplex, P-Jab.
Ninja Jutsu, P-Jab.
Yeah. What is the last move? Do you take
Haito.
Haito? Do you take Oshi? Not Oshi?
I take Haito, but you can make that choice if you want, I guess. Where's P-Jab? There you go.
Why sleep things when they can just
Die. I guess. Fine. Let's stay on brand. All right. Big brain, self-esteem,
Okay,
hopeless tonic.
okay. You know what? I'm going to pitch to you my support size munch set.
Okay.
So you take
No.
Earthbound,
Sure.
Dim Mock.
Okay, so what you're telling me is that you're just making worse Osukai, because this sounds just like worse
No.
Osukai.
You take Wreck, Dim Mock.
Wreck and Dimmak? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I mean that is the usual set. So this is where you get weird. You take P-Jab and you take Stonewall.
That's... I mean...
Stonewall procs Earthbound. It gives
Does
you
it?
+3 defense. It does.
Tank
Or it.
Munch.
I mean,
What
I've never
item?
seen.
What?
I don't think I've ever seen anyone run this set, but maybe that's because it's bad.
Yes, Ghostly. Today is Taifu. We're trying to make Taifu work, but Keeks is apparently turning this is hijacking it and turning it into a Size Munch episode.
A support size much episode.
I'm not against this set, mostly because what do you call this? We don't have Kinu in here to buff Size Munch for Hopeless Tonic shenanigans. Speaking of which, why isn't Kinu in here? Because we don't have the space.
Because we decided to smart. And Kinu would further accentuate your big weakness to fires.
Alright, this is definitely Scavenger. Crystal Dust. We do have 2 wins for the synergy because, wow. Crystal Bite? I'm
spikes.
kidding.
Going for the...
Where's Ninja Jutsu?
Oh, you take Ninja?
Yeah, dude.
I don't take Ninja.
Wow, I take Ninja.
Like, in Ninja spot, I take Lock.
Yeah, we're smorking, right?
True. I mean,
just kill him.
Valash is Valash, you know? Like,
Okay,
aren't you just gonna be killing
I don't
him
care
with...
what you think. I am not filling out Koish's boxes. We know, everyone knows what these boxes are like, right? Okay, but I'm gonna do it just for posterity. All right. Hey, look, it's water cannon. Oh, bada bing, bada boom, it's Quetz. Oh, what's this? What's this? Hypnosis. Oh no. Where's the other move?
Guard.
Where's the? There you go. Oh man. Oh beans. Oh geez. Oh look, the set's so unique. All right. This one's Fast Bird, right?
Yes.
I prefer Blizzard. I prefer Hyperkinetic. I prefer.
Wait, can you?
Yeah.
What are we doing against Salad?
Why do you think we put Tenderness in Wiplump?
Are you sure Wiplump won't just instantly die to a water cutting lily? Like, sure, it has tenderness, but it might just die.
I mean, if it tenderness is the thing once, I mean,
Okay.
you're kind of in the clear.
I feel like your biggest problem now that you actually do have mental coverage is the fact that you have no salad coverage. You have to.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? Right? Like we have Crystal Toxic Plume here, right? Wait, what's the last move? What do you usually take as your last move? Feather Gatling, right?
Feather Gat. I don't take Blizzard.
Oh wow, what do you take?
I mean, now I think I have a preference for Noxious Bomb.
Okay, sure. Smork time. I put double screen here.
Oh, double screen, not doppel?
Fine, doppel's fine. Sorry, what gear do you put on this Size Munch set of yours?
I think this is where you put double screen.
Alright, cool. Oh, what does Wiplump get?
Alright, we're Size Munch is still on the weird set.
You have Fire Koish to counter Salad. There's also a Tenderness user and Volerend here. So that basically soft counter Salad already, these 3.
And Valash is decently good into Cernifs, I guess.
Yeah, because you don't care about physical hitting. And then these 3 will kill... what's his face? Will kill Wolfie.
Wolfie. Okay, so yeah, you just have... I feel like you still have to ban them. You just have to pick which ones to ban.
I mean, you ban Kinu.
Correctly.
You always ban Kinu, right? Like, just ban Kinu. What does this guy get?
Because... Hand fan.
Hand fan? Alright.
Big tornado damage.
Big tornado damage, as the kids these days say. Alright, so what's the game plan with this team? Smork. Taifu has decent coverage. Like, what's our team coverage like?
Taifu's coverage is not decent. It's great.
Yeah, it's actually great. It's quote unquote better than Gayalis's coverage.
Yeah.
Oh
Taifu's
lord.
coverage is actually pretty good.
So you
It's
have
just that
decent coverage.
wait, is your special attack stat as high as Gayalis's attack stat?
No, it's higher.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's higher because you've invested, but this Gayalis is probably going
No, no, no.
400,
I'm
500
saying the
attack
base
anyway.
special attack is 91. Gayalis's attack is 85, so it's higher.
Ah, I see, I see. Hmm.
So like
Hmm.
you can hurt some things. So okay, Taifu's game plan: come out, attack some stuff, die, and toxic farewell against them. Why do we have strange vest? Because an errant fire attack might screw us, and we don't like that. And
Yeah,
we
and if you actually look at Taifu's resistances and weaknesses here, the only two weaknesses you have are fire and toxic, and most of those moves are physical. Oh yeah, we're just taking Strange Vest to cover both of those grounds.
also, you strangely enough have dust vortex to deal with fires and hypoxia to deal with toxics.
Right?
So
Interesting, right?
yeah, so like Taifu just doesn't have great matchups, but it doesn't have garbage matchups except Fire Koish. So we ban Fire
Yeah.
Koish, we ban Kinu, or any part of the
Yeah,
salad
those are
stall
the-
that you can't deal with.
I think Kinu is the main threat there, unless like Valash is banned, maybe. If Valash is banned, then maybe you ban Sarneef instead. So Kinu or Sarneef, basically. Wolfie, you have like three answers to Wolfie.
Yeah, yeah, don't ban the Wolfie. So ban Kinu or Cerneef. Um, always ban Kinu as much as you can. These two and Valash kind of deal with Cerneef. These three kind of deal with Wolfie.
Wolfie, yeah.
So yeah, you just need to ban Kinu, which I mean, like it's a good ban anyway. So it's not a special ban. Koish is also a good ban anyway, not a special ban.
Nagais? No.
I don't feel like Nagais. I mean, I guess like half the team is weak to mentals, so maybe.
Nagais is a decent man. I don't think it's top priority, but I mean, Nagais.
Sorry, I forgot. It is always top priority to ban Nagais, just for the memes. So ban Nagais.
Okay, so our ban list is now Koish, Kinu, and Nagais.
Yep, and our
Uh,
top pick list is okay. You always need to get like sorry Taifu, you're not an always pick, right? Like definitely not an always pick on this team.
Honestly, I think Taifu is always a good second round pick.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
in
Not a
with
first
this
round
team.
pick. You need to get one of your win conditions in, right?
Yeah.
So you need
Which for this case, it's either Valash or Volrend. If you're going for early Smorks, you can put Koish Skunch in.
yeah. Koi Scunch sounds like a freaking terrifying opening, right?
Yeah, I've
Pe-
seen it happen.
P-Jab Synergy Master Quet's
Yep.
body something.
Oh yeah, you have to. I think max speed Skunch and then put Koish at just below max speed Skunch.
Yeah, yeah, of course, of course. That's a given. Like, you know, let's not even pretend that you wouldn't do that.
Max speed, max attack.
Yeah,
Skunch.
you basically do like
Basically one shot.
like 500 attack and then 300 something speed on Koish, and then whatever amount of speed you put on Scunch will definitely be higher than that because its base stats are just higher.
Oh no no no! You don't put I think on Koish. You put like a teensy tiny bit
Of
because if you put too much, it'll go before Pija because
of the
it says
synergy.
prio.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
synergy. That's fair.
So,
Okay, so don't
you
put
need your
too
Koish to
much.
go. Your Koish goes at 169, I think.
Nice. So yeah, okay, don't put
Because
too
Scunch is-
much because Scunch needs to go first. You're right. I forgot that you got 3 prio kets. Sometimes I forget that you can use kets with synergy because it's just so good without the
Yeah.
synergy.
And I think Size Munch base is already faster than whatever speed your Koish is gonna be in, so you don't actually have to invest in any speed on your Size Munch unless you have plans of outspeeding something else. Like, what would
Man.
Size Munch want to be outspeeding its tier?
A lot.
Wolfie?
It's just Wolfie, I
I guess
guess.
I mean, Wolfie's gonna be hitting you with Plague, so I guess. Well, no. Like Size Munch's wreck is not going to actually hit that Wolfie.
No. Whoa, Team Elusive, right?
Yeah, so looks pretty good
Oh my
overall.
gosh, did we just do a Taifu episode and not get Loali?
Wait a second. What is our Wiplump doing? Can you brief me again on what this Wiplump is doing in our team?
We don't
Water
want to...
coverage, yes.
Yeah, it's just water coverage, I believe. That's what we wanted.
Right, so what if they ban our Wiplump and they have like a Ket's team? So we're banning Fire Koish for sure. Can we
Right.
deal with the rest?
I mean, the rest
So
of the
that's
Ket's
like
team is just a bunch of
like
normals and crystals, right?
yeah, let's say it's Mouflank, Yowler, and Raikan.
Alright, I mean, Raikan, weirdly enough... So they ban Wiplump, right? Do they... Okay, so we get Koishin. We can get, Here's the
You
ultimate
can actually
irony.
get Monkey in.
Yeah, put Monkey in.
Oh my god, you can.
Raikan also kind of gets Dust Vortexed, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, but the problem is like you only survive one
I mean,
of the
you
Ketses.
revenge kill, right? Like, you don't swap the Taifu in to tank the Kets and then threaten the Raikan out.
Plus Vortex is one hold.
Yeah, no. Okay. Yes, I understand, right? Like, it involves a series of steps. Look, man, I'm not saying every team is perfect. God, you know?
But yeah, I think even with your Wiplump band, you still do have Size Munch, which can wreck. So that is still a good option into fires. And you can just smack them with Scunch as well.
Yeah, just hit him with Scunch. And,
Like
you know,
ban
or
if
Burn.
they like you ban their Koish and you still have your Koish. So Koish wins the matchup against other Ets users.
Because he just water cannons them. Har har. It's okay, chat. It's okay. There's VOD will go up. Alright.
Oh wait, I think the other VOD will go up first. But yeah, stay tuned. If you're on YouTube, then I guess VOD is already up.
Gosh, wow, what an episode. We're monsters today, dude. We churned through an episode of 1Tricks. Like, holy heck, beautiful.
I compare like our Perennial episode and this most recent episode with Taifu have been comparatively much easier than the two right before these.
Freaking Loali, dude. I can't get over Loali. Loali is always gonna haunt me in my dreams, dog.
I mean, to be fair, we have seen a lot of Lawali play in tournaments as of recently. I don't think it fulfills that specific niche purpose that we made it for it. It's just like a basic.
It's just a wind.
Smarker.
It's a wind nature smarker. Is essentially what it is.
Yeah, it's aggressive Saku.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense. All right.
Yeah, chat. Pretty good team. Like, does anyone have any comments on this team? Anything you'd like to see or
What do you
maybe
mean?
change with what we currently have?
This team
I
is
don't know, maybe
perfect.
they have suggestions.
How dare you? How dare you imply anything else? This team is 100% perfect. Sorry, wait. It's not yet perfect. Now it is.
Like, honestly, the biggest problem with having your Luma Taifu is getting Hypoxia.
Oh, that sounds
Hypoxia
terrible.
is a mega move. And Hypoxia, I feel like, is one of the key parts to why you're running. Right?
That sounds terrible. That sounds terrible to get. But hey, Luma Taifu. Like, who's the guy with the Luma Tataru? I keep forgetting the
Rawiri.
freaking Roiri. Show up with your Luma Taifu to flex on his Luma Tataru. Just you know, flex him. String cheese Taifu, string cheese Taifu. It's true. It does look like string cheese. You're right, chat. You're right. All right. I believe that will do it for this episode of 1Tricks, folks. I'm very happy with how this team turned out. I'm gonna be posting the link to the team on the chat as well. So, Keeks, do you have any final comments on this team? What's your favorite part of it? You can't say
I,
Taifu.
I honest, I mean, obviously, Taifu is here as our mainstay, big coverage tem, but like if you actually look at this team, it's got a lot of synergies going on for it, and I think that's very good.
Yeah, I think my favorite part of this team is just the fact that, strangely enough, Taifu can blast through things. I mean, not like, it's not Gaialis or anything, right? But Taifu actually does a really interesting thing where it can just, you're okay with it dying. I think this is something that a lot of newer Temtem players don't really understand, is that sometimes just letting your Tems die is like not actually bad. And this Taifu kind of like is the embodiment of that, where it's just like, all right, you know, I'm gonna die, but you're coming with me. Huh. Now I'm starting to think, should we have gone for damage thresholds that leaves the opposing enemy Tem at like 8%-ish health so that the toxic farewell tick kills them?
I mean, we already tried to max our special attack as much as possible, right?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
need
I
for it
don't.
though.
I don't think the only threshold we actually tried to calculate for is speed here.
Right, because
Where
we
we
just want to
tried to
be
outspeed.
faster than Mix, right? And whatever else is
I
over the Mix.
actually think you're faster than base Adoro, but that matters because Adoro will just eat.
Oh, wow. I Dust Vortex the Adoro. Ooh. I
Yeah, even
Hypoxia
like
the
hypoxia.
Adoro. Ooh. It's like, oh man, I took away 1/4 of its HP.
Maybe it's Strange Vest.
Strange. I mean, okay, fair. People run Strange Vest Adoro, but like, oh, ooh. All right. Thank you all so much for watching, everybody on the Wiplump Lovers server. I'm sorry to some people in chat who were a bit late. Regardless, VOD for this will go up sometime soon. As usual, that's been me, your host, Marco DeSantos, also known as The Mechanicritic, and with me is the ever amazing, ever wonderful Taifu 1Trick himself.
And it keeps the Taifu 1Trick for this week. See you guys in the next one.
And Geeks, let's not forget that we may be lost, but we'll always be quick, we'll always be slick, and we'll always be 1Trick. See you folks next week.
Goodbye.
Bye!